Hello all, today we're doing book club. I hope you did your reading. You can see me after class. No. Stop. Yes, that is right. We are reading The Picture of Dorian Gray. I am doing this as sort of a read-along with me. I'm not that far into the book. And in fact, I actually didn't mark my place either, so I don't know what page I'm on, but it's right around this section. Right around here. I just want to go over some of the things I've written down so far. These are my notes. And half of them are about how Henry is annoying. An ad is playing on my TV. Whopper, Whopper, Junior, Whopper, Cheeseburger, Whopper, Whopper, Whopper. Whopper, I hardly know her. Alright, let's start out with chapter 1, page 9. Because this has a foreword in it, so it doesn't start with page 1. Page 1 is actually page 9. So we're starting on page 9. Page 19. So kind of this is what I was thinking when I first opened the book. It's very florally when you begin. No double meaning intended because it does take place in a garden. But, you know. Well, I guess you don't know because you didn't do your fucking reading. But I think this first page is written just extremely well. It gives a lot of detail without giving anything away. You know, it kind of traps you immediately, which is what you want a first page to do. Good job, Oscar Wilde. You know, I know you're not as good as me for writing, but this is a good attempt. Pretty good attempt. Side note, look at how gorgeous this copy is. You know, it's like holographic. It's got gilded edges. It's gorgeous. I got it at the Oxford Exchange in Tampa, one of the most beautiful, gorgeous bookstores I've ever been to. It's awesome. It's beautiful and gorgeous because of the cafe part, not because of the bookstore part. But, whatever. Oh, I found the page that I'm on. Awesome. Yes, I stopped right before we meet Dorian Gray. Okay, page 12. I wrote, Basil is a bit out there. Okay. He disappears. He has a fondness for secrecy. I hope he's an eccentric, but I don't think he will be. Now, I wrote this because I love it when there's really eccentric characters in books. I like to see myself in them, you know? So when Basil started talking and he sounded like a weird little freak, it got me a little bit excited. But again, we're not that far into the book, so I don't know if that's true or not. Here is where we get into the Lord Henry hate. I read one sentence from this man and immediately started hating him. Here's where the Lord Henry hate starts. I wrote, page 12, Lord Henry is an annoying dumb hater, and then immediately took it back after, also on page 12, Basil said, you never say a moral thing and you never do a wrong thing. Sorry, Henry, I guess you're fine. Now, I actually don't remember this. I don't remember writing this. It's just that Henry just keeps talking out of his ass. I would like him more if he just shut up. Like, God, Henry. And he has facial hair. I was picturing him without facial hair, and then I learned that he has facial hair. I just can't. Page 13. Lord Henry is back to being a hater. Now that is childish, he said. Shut up, you know? This is about when Basil said that he put too much of himself into the painting of Dorian Gray, and Lord Henry is just being a hater for no reason. Why are you being a hater, Lord Henry? Your friend is telling you his experience, and you couldn't even do what he does. Basil is the best painter for 50 miles around. Me and my family sat for 3 hours. 3 hours to get our portraits painted, and it came out beautiful. The palace doesn't even have what sauce Henry has, you know? For the palace, you have to sit 10 hours and they make you look fugly. Page 15. Shut up, Henry. Consciousness and cowardice are the same thing. Now, Henry, this makes sense to me that you said this because you've never thought a day in your life. All right, guys, you've been waiting for it. The titular character. Page 18. Intro into Basil and Dorian's friendship. Is it gay subtext? Too soon to tell. Now, let me just read you what I thought was gay subtext, and you can decide. He is all my art to me now, said the painter gravely. I sometimes think, Harry, that there are only two eras of any importance in this world's history. The first is the appearance of a new medium for art, and the second is the appearance for a new personality for art also. Hey guys, I'm really dyslexic. I can't really read out loud. So this is going to be a rough go-around, you know? What the invention of oil painting was to the Venetians was the face of Adonis. What the invention of oil painting was to the Venetians. What the invention of oil painting was to the Venetians, the face of Adonis was to the late Greek sculpture, and the face of Dorian Gray will someday be to me. It is not merely that I paint from him, draw from him, sketch from him. Of course I've done all of that, but he is much more to me than a model or a sitter. I won't tell you that I am dissatisfied what I've done of him, or that his beauty is such art that, or is such, or... Are they gay? I'm out of notes. My dear fellow, I have just remembered. Remembered what, Harry? Where I heard the name Dorian Gray. An ad is playing on my TV. Where was it? Said Hallward with a slight frown. Don't look so angry, Basil. It was my aunt, Lady Agatha's. She told me that she had discovered a wonderful young man who was going to help her in the East End, and that his name was Dorian Gray. I am bound to state that she never told me that he was good-looking. Women have no appreciation of good looks. At least, good women have not. She said that he was very earnest, and he had a beautiful nature. I at once pictured myself a creature with spectacles and lank hair, horribly freckled, and trampling about on huge feet. I wish I'd known he was your friend. I'm very glad you didn't, Harry. Why? I don't want you to meet him. You don't want me to meet him? No! Mr. Dorian Gray is in the studio, sir, said the butler, coming into the garden. You must introduce me now. When I catch you, Harry, when I fucking catch you, ooh, hell is gonna freeze over before I let you have a happy day again, okay? Listen to me clearly. Listen to me, because you're clearly not. Harry, you need to stop antagonizing poor Basil. He's just trying to paint his gay lover. And you're here trying to steal him from him, talking out of your ass. I hate you. I hate you. Basil briefing Henry before meeting Dorian Gray is much how I talk to my friends before they meet my mom, because she's a flat earther, so I have to warn them on what to say and what not to say. So I appreciated that. I thought that that was very real of him. Mind you, Harry, I trust you. What nonsense you talk, said Lord Henry. That's the end of the chapter. So, you know, I have a strong belief that Henry's gonna immediately prove Basil wrong, but I guess we're just gonna have to find out. All in all, I'm having a really good time with this book. I'm really liking it. I'm liking that they don't give away too much in the beginning, and you don't even meet Dorian Gray in the first chapter. And you might be saying, duh, that's just good writing. But I've been watching a lot of modern movies, and those are all tell and no show. So it's nice to have a little bit of, you know, it's not even that it makes you think, it just allows you to have thoughts of your own. But that's a rant for a different day. I hope you join me in the rest of my journey through this book, because I have a feeling that if Henry shows up again soon, I'm gonna have to reach in the pages and beat his ass with a frying pan. Juniper! Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. But now I need you to get out of my room. Get out. I didn't even invite you here. You didn't even do the fucking reading pages. I don't even know why you're... It's fine. Goodbye.